I just want to show you what one man has done to Dundastan, Farron Newbold, all by himself. The Cheek and Chong group has caused all of this vexation. How could Bakers Bay, a billion-dollar company, could only think about the foreigners who's coming in, and they don't think anything about their Bahamian workers? That people got to park all around the apron here, all on the highway here, all along here, on private property. I can't blame these people because they have to go to work. But how did Farron not know? Farron Newbold knew if he stayed in Abaco long enough that the public dock was already blocked up. So you have all along the apron here, people that are hustling and bustling to catch the ferry, and all this right here. But all along here is parking. I just want to understand people to know what's going on. They got parking space right in this one area here. As you come in here, the gate is open this morning. They got parking space right here. I want you all to see it. That could host all type of vehicles. Look at this. This is in Dundastan, right next to the Bakers Bay area. See Bakers Bay boats out there. They got the dock all set up here, ready for freight day. All along here. But look at all this parking here. But this is not good enough for the Negroes. The Negroes must go right over there and stay in that one little spot there. But all this parking all along here is available. But you can't go. This is another business for Brent Simnados. Him and Farron them already made a deal that you can't come inside here. You see the plants and everything, they got ready to open this up. They'll move that dirt from there. All that mountain of dirt will be moved, and they'll come right down the perimeter here to further block up Dundastan. Just look at the massive parking here. But this ain't for the black workers. They got to figure out how they gonna get to work and where they gonna park. But all this is available. But only you come here if you come to get freight. All these information supposed to come to Dundastan Town Committee and the people of Dundastan. If you are changing our lives forever, shouldn't we know? No accountability, no checks and balance. That is why Kai is running, to give you the information, the correct information, and then you decide. But nobody, no Farron Newbold should have the rights to cause people to come to this situation that you can't even find parking when you are going to work. That's unacceptable. What if the people that owns the Ambassador Inn decide to block that up? That's 20 vehicles that can't find a place to park before going to work. What if the people off the Arches Hill block this up? This is unacceptable. People got to come off that hill. Why is it all blocked up? All these things is what a community ought to know. This is unacceptable that the people from Bakers Bay got to park all along the perimeter. People living on the hill there that uses this access road. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. It is not the workers' fault. I'm just shedding light on a people that has always been forgotten. Right along here, this road usually is blocked because if somebody want to catch the boat, they'll park right here because it's either them or their jobs. But all along the perimeter here, all these vehicles ought not be here if Farron Newbold, when he sit down with the architects of this new Bakers Bay port should have known, if he's a Dundastan man and he goes at the dock, for years the public dock didn't have enough vehicles to host such volume of vehicles. So you bring it down, all of a sudden you see vehicles parked all along the hill here. This project, any project of this magnitude that was brought into Dundastan people ought to know about it. Then you ask yourself, this is my take on this, what is Brent Simonet and Bahama Fast Ferry doing for Dundastan? They may do something for Farron, but only Farron knows about the deal. Him and Cecil, they seem to sit at the table and think that they own Dundastan. But what is this company doing for Dundastan after Hurricane Dorian? Right before Hurricane Dorian, Brendos collect 25 million, but they're now in Dundastan because of the good workmanship of Farron Newbold and Cecil. But what did Dundastan get? When you have a company of this magnitude that doing 2 or 3 business here in Dundastan, you bring in a freight terminal here, you got this mud on the front street Dundastan. What is Dundastan getting by having our island, our town, congested by the great white shark? I'd like to talk to Brent to see what he gave Farron myself, because Brent has to give him something. He can't be that naive. I want the world to look at this. This property on the left, all that is Bakers Bay, but the same people that own all of this, same family that own all of this, they are now in the process of building all of this, rebuilding this. But Negroes can't park on their property over here. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. No parking all along here. This is in the front of where the ferry comes. You understand what's going on? But they got the Negroes chained. Black people cannot park in the front of these white people place. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The same white people that own all this parking, that the black brothers don't have to park in the mud, they're the same family that owns that over there. But look how this all cleared and nice. Negroes are not supposed to park on this beautiful tarmac. Y'all figure it out. Unbelievable. I'm doing the story. Y'all figure it out. No black person could park in the front of here, in the front of these white people place. They got a fence over there to separate the blacks from the whites. And people tell me don't talk about black and white. Look at this stuff here. No towing. No parking. Towed at owner's expense. You can't park along here. You're too black. Unbelievable. I'm doing the story to give you the information. Again, these 2 cars right here, they must be owned by security or they're white. Black people ain't supposed to park here. There's another sign here, and they got people ready to tow the black people if they park along here. Look at all this parking along here. But they're not allowed to park here, according to Brent Simonet, those, because they're black. That's the story that's going on in a black government. You all see my story over here. I am not allowed to come on the sidewalk in my birthplace of Dundastan. This is, they bring in that same racist practice that they had. No black people could go inside there and eat and have a drink. This is South Africa. This is not the Bahamas. This is not the New Day government. But look along the perimeter here. All this space is available. All this space is available right here. But black people can't park there. All this parking that they park in is all private people's property, all along the perimeter. I don't blame the people have to go to work, but they never consider the small black man, only on election day. Everything over here is fine and dandy. This is for the rich elite. But the Negroes, they got to figure it out. This is not my Dundastan. This is why I'm running. This is what Farron Newbold has negotiated with Brent Simonett behind all of us back. Everything he do from the behind. He don't like to work from the front. But look at this. It's the old police station, Arches property. Bakers Bay can't force people to park on other people's property. That is unheard of. If they were gonna do this, they should have made sure that they got 500 workers, 500 parking spots. Look on our waterfront. We can't even see our waterfront no more because it's congested with vehicles of workers that have to hustle to find parking. This is unacceptable. This is criminal. Look at these workers here. I don't blame them. Don't get it twisted. It is not their fault that this is happening. This is management of Bakers Bay, Dr. Livingston Marshall, everything with dirty. Dr. Livingston Marshall right in the middle of it. All along the perimeter here. Yesterday, the people couldn't get in the driveway here. You had trucks all in the front of the driveway here. Down there, you have trucks all along there. Again, it is not the workers' fault. It's the company. Bakers Bay has to find adequate parking. But how could Farah Newbold alone sit at the